Hey, well, if you've come this far, it's because you're obviously here to hear me shit can and talk bad about Domenick Izzo. So, anyway, the title says that, but it's not necessarily going to go that way. So, anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sifu Paul, or Sifu Paul Fernandez. And at the moment, I'm walking my American Bulldog. We're in a incredible drought here in Italy, and it's the worst we've had in over 20 years, and we don't know how long it's going to last, but we're having something like Costa Rican weather or Australian weather. We've had something like over 45 degrees Celsius, so it's really weird. But I'll tell you what, to put up a video to talk about other people, it's not easy to do because it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of brain power, and you got to do a lot of thinking. And for people who like to spend time on the internet, you know, I mean, that's your thing. Usually if you see my videos, I just like to sort of pick a subject, train it, talk a little bit about it, but I don't like to get into long, complex conversations because it requires too much thinking. And it's not that I'm not a thinker. I'm not really one who likes to be articulate. Whereas, you know, Domenick really is articulate in his conversations, right? So, you know, the thing is this, that the reason I'm doing this video is because I'm a moderator in a lot of forums on Facebook, and you know, sometimes I get, you know, a lot of messages in Messenger or written to me, and you know, they complain about Domenick, and you know, I'm fairly, well, I try to be sort of like Buddhist and, you know, Tao, and try and be cool about things, because you know, some people take things really personally, you know, and sometimes it's not easy, because you know, you got to understand that when people put up videos, a person will put up a catchphrase, right? Like I put up a catchphrase with this video here, and people say, wow, what's he got against Domenick? And you know, I've got nothing against Domenick personally. I mean, personally, I don't even know him. You know, I just know him through the internet world. So, you know, I mean, how you doing, Domenick? But it's just sort of like, I remember when I had a really big YouTube channel, which is really not that big. I had about 15,000 subscribers, and then I was stupid enough to get it hacked because I got sucked into a fake Amazon account. And then because of the COVID pandemic, I was never able to get my channel back. But if anyone knows any tricks to help me get it back, that would be cool. But anyway, if not, you know, I'll start again. But in any case, I prefer being more low-key, believe it or not. Whereas Domenick maybe likes to be, you know, more flashy. He likes to sort of like promote himself. And I mean, wow, when I was able to get some viral videos, we had similar subjects. I remember, I'll give you an example, you know, I mean, I think what bothers people, you know, and this is one of the reasons I put a lot of thought before actually doing this video. I think maybe what bothers a lot of people is that when someone has success, right, yeah, it's like, I remember he had, I don't know how many videos, because honestly, before I did this video here, I said, okay, look, if I got to make an opinion about somebody, how my dog's stuck. Allora, andiamo? Vieni. Andiamo, dai. Vieni. She's going to stay there or she's going to move? Dai, come on. Yeah, she's moving. So, before I make, you know, a serious judgment, I actually started about 1.5 hours of his videos, right? At least make a decent judgment before I say anything, right? And that included watching him talk about police forces, then Chun, etc. So I gave it a decent coverage on what he'd like to talk about. Yeah, personally, I don't know, maybe this is just me. I don't like to sort of like say, hey, why is traditional Wing Chun garbage, and then, you know, make it look like I'm attacking something, and then actually you're not, because then it's sort of like, it seems like, you know, you're sort of like splitting something. You give people a false perspective, and then you're sort of saying, hey, you know, why are you judging me when I'm not actually saying that? But then people, it's hard to explain. It's like you're saying to me, don't look at my page. It's like if you're going on Facebook, you say to me, if you don't like my post, don't look at it. But if I'm scrolling down the post and I see straight away that you say, go suck my dick, right? It's not like I can't say don't look at my post if you've already posted it, you know what I'm saying? So if I read the post and I say, your grandmaster's a fuckhead, you can't say don't look at my post because mine's already seen it, you know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22, it's a paradox. You know, you can't say don't read my post because it's already there. Your eyes, and a lot of what we, the humans, a lot of human interaction in life, especially as we are hunters-gatherers, we tend to relate things. Yeah, we've got our sense and we integrate with touch, sense and smells, but a lot of our interaction is done visually, all right? And people who runs the planet, they know this, or else we wouldn't be bombarded with a lot of visual stimuli. But even now, like, I lived most of my life, even when I was in Australia. I grew up there for 35, 36 years. I lived, you know, in the bush, in the country, and I still live in country areas, you know. I love being around the animals, and they give me a lot of physical and visual stimuli. It keeps me alert. And so, you know, visual stimuli is always the key thing with people. They always get visual, mental, emotional responses. And so, you know, that's the only thing I can suggest, Domenick. Maybe not to provoke people and then say, hey, you know, this is your problem, when in reality it's you that's provoking this, you know. That's, maybe I'm wrong. That's the only tip I could give. Apart from that, I think he's got a lot of good stuff. I like, for example, how he really sticks up for cops. I don't stick up for them so much. My brother, he's recently gone into pension, but he's a very high-level cop. He was a substitute commissioner for the police. He's also high-level shooting instructor as well. And you know, he had to work against the mafia and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, he's somebody I respect. But for me, cops, I sort of like, because of the security work that I've done, you know, a lot of cops that I've met sort of like think it, you know, life, you know, sort of like the same level as a lot of the low-level mafia I've had to deal with, you know, in a lot of the clubs and nightclubs that I've worked in. So depends how you view cops, man, you know. Not everybody is so grounded like you are. It depends what part of the world you live in, you know. So good for you. But that's not to say that, you know, criminal cops are not good-hearted, man, you know. Anyway, that's a different topic. All I'm saying is that when you present topics, when maybe you even present debates on other teachers, I don't know, maybe it depends on how you choose your titles. I would choose them differently. That's me. Yeah, occasionally I would say something like, why trapping hands fail, but then I truly believe trapping hands fails. That's because I'm convinced that trapping hands will fail. And I'll back it up, you know, because I really believe I'm capable of backing it up. You got 30 years experience, I got 51 years experience in Wing Chun. What else? Nothing really. I think apart from that, that was the only key issue I wanted to bring up. But the only reason I brought up this video was because I do get a fair amount of requests as a moderator, and people sort of like busting my balls, sort of like, hey, block this guy, or can you put a nail on the head? And I couldn't be bothered, and it's not really my job to do that anyway. So, but I think that people need to also be more mature as well, and understand that if people are successful, it's their way of presenting themselves as well, you know. So to look at it from 2 points of view, maybe. Anyway, and I'll tell you the truth, you know, I mean, shit. I remember him putting up a video where he handles a, over a guy that was like 2 meters tall, and he got like 1.3 million views. And I put up a video where I took on a 2.2 meter guy. He was chief of security of a place which I'd never met, right? And to fucking convince him to do the video with me, right? I had to like literally flatten him. You can ask my French students, right? And it was the only way I could convince him to do the video with me, right? And it was unimprovised. And he got 1.3 million views and I only got 60,000 views. So I was really jealous, you know. So I thought, fuck, how come that guy gets 1.3 million views? So, you know, there you go. It's like, you know, the guy has to have talent in also the way he presents himself. You know, you have to also learn to give credit, and you also have to learn to be able to listen and maybe learn something as well. So I look at it that way. I mean, the guy's a good talker. You know, you have to have the ability that to do, what was I going to say? You have to have the ability to have patience, and you know, like if you really want to excel in the art of talking like Domenick does, I mean, I think you probably either have to have a natural talent for it, or you have to study some sort of course. I have no fucking idea how he talks so well. I can't talk like that. I couldn't be fucked. I'll be honest with you. I think this is the most I've ever talked for a single video. Alright, signing out guys. Take it easy.